let's quickly move on to the quiz so that everybody's clear about it. And we have 3 more after you. So sticking to time, I think it's best to go as fast as possible. So very quickly, this is the Global Jigyasa, All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz Contest. It is actually for students of grade 6 to 8 only. Students who are entering into grade 6 or students who are entering into grade 8, not the students who are going to grade 9. I am Anansh Prasad, the founder and managing director of Skillsphere Education. I am the quiz master, and this quiz is conducted by my company, Skillsphere Education. We are a pan-India skill set development and general awareness enhancement organization. We conduct soft skill development programs that are focusing on communication skills, problem solving, design thinking, general awareness in over 180 schools and colleges across India. All right. And we have 3 sets of rounds actually that are, and we conduct these programs both online and offline. We have 3 sets of rounds, which will eventually lead to the grand finale. It starts off with the pre-quarterfinals, after which we have the quarters, the semis, and then the finals. Okay, this is India's first and biggest online inter-school quiz in general. Not only inter-school Zoom quiz, we have students from 35 participating schools, in fact 15 cities, not 14, 15 cities, and 105 participating students. Very quickly, for all of those who have just joined us, who were not with us prior to lunch, this quiz, the basic rules are that it is conducted via Zoom, and we are following all the essential guidelines of the Ministry of Home Affairs to make sure that Zoom is safe for use. This quiz is actually being streamed live via Facebook and YouTube. In fact, we are not streaming it live now by YouTube. It's only being streamed live via Facebook. Due to Zoom's basic technical guidelines, you can only stream on one platform. So it's being streamed on Facebook. All those who have gone on to YouTube are being redirected to Facebook. Basic rules for the participants: everybody has to be isolated at their specific venues. They can be the only people in the specific rooms that they are participating from. For example, that's the reason I had to reprimand Shardul. Absolutely nobody is allowed in the rooms to prevent any form of cheating. Students can neither mute nor switch their videos off. If you switch and we have spotters in Aman sir, in Anas sir, and Fursan sir. If they see anything of this sort happening, they will have to intimate me, and it might lead to automatic disqualifications. Okay. In case of disconnections or connectivity issues, I will try my very best. For example, Om suffered from a disconnection and a connectivity issue. So we were able to switch him onto this quiz. Luckily, that happened before the quiz started. That's the only reason we were able to entertain that. In the middle of a quiz, if there is a question during which, this kind of an issue takes place, I am extremely sorry, but we will not be able to entertain you. Okay, we will have to forfeit that question. Okay, so be very careful with your internet connectivity. All forms of cheating obviously will result in disqualification. You all are great kids, of course. All of you have been nominated by your respective schools, and I'm sure that you are going to participate in the correct spirit of quizzing, which is why you all have come here. And I'm sure this is going to happen well. So I'm not even bothered about it. So all the best to all of you. You all have been allowed to keep a cell phone just in case, you all have some kind of connectivity issues and you need to speak to Fursan sir. That is the only call that is allowed. Okay. Last and most importantly, I am the quiz master and my decision is final. All right. Any questions, any doubts, anybody? Anything at all? Thank you so much. Let's participate in the correct spirit. Let's start off pre-quarter final number 5. We have 16 pre-quarter final quizzes. Each of them have 6 to 7 students participating in them. The top two students from each pre-quarter final will actually make it to the next round. Okay, only the top 2 of you will make it. And in fact, did some of you see the Facebook live stream prior to lunch?
Yes, sir.
Some of you were watching it. I believe some of you were watching it. That's what I was informed by my team. So in fact, if you were watching it, as you all would know by now, there are 4 pre-quarter final quizzes. I mean, there are 4 sets of pre-quarter final quizzes. There are 16 in all. There are 4 sets, and they're all based on a sports-based theme. Okay. So this theme of pre-quarter final quiz 5 is cricket. All right. So all the rounds are based on the theme of cricket. Okay. So that's for your reference. Okay. I will explain the formats as we keep getting to them. So in fact, let's discuss round 1 very quickly. Round 1 is called straight drive. The most beautiful shot in my opinion in cricket. A wonderful and classy shot that only the greatest of greats like Sachin Tendulkar have been able to actually master. We hope you can follow them and master your participation in this round. In this round, each participant will straight up be asked one multiple choice question. In each multiple choice question, only one option is correct. Only one of the 4 options are correct in the multiple choice questions, plus 15 points for a correct answer. Okay, there is no carry forward. There is no carry forward and there is no negative marking. Simply A, B, C, D, one of them is right, plus 15, and no negatives and no carry forward. Plus 10 seconds, and there's basically 10 seconds that you'll get to answer a question. Any doubts, anyone?
Oh, sir.
Simple, straightforward. Let's start off very quickly with Deep Kamath. Deep Kamath from your school, Thane. The first question is for you. And the first question is, he and his family were a part of the minority group of Zoroastrians or Parsis who came to India after fleeing the persecution of Zoroastrians in Iran. He was an Indian pioneer industrialist who founded the Tata Group, India's biggest conglomerate company. Can you name him, Deep? A. Ratan Tata, B. Naval Tata, C. Jamsetji Tata, G. JRD Tata.
Sir, the answer is A. Ratan Tata.
A. Ratan Tata is unfortunately incorrect. He was not the founder of the Tata Group. Would somebody else like to answer this question for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, can I answer?
Yes, go ahead.
C. Jamsetji Tata.
C. Jamsetji Tata is the correct answer. Absolutely. Jamsetji Tata is the correct answer. Of course, it's not a carry forward. It was just for the fun of it that I allowed you to answer the question. All right, Advika?
Yes,
so let's
sir.
move on. But that's a good start. I'm sure it's given you a positive feeling, a good feeling in the stomach. Your school, Hyderabad. Dheeraj, this is your direct question. Okay. Jair Bolsonaro is the current president of the country that is famous for great football players such as Pele, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho. Do you know the capital of the South American country? A. Brasilia, B. Rio de Janeiro, C. Ottawa, D. Paris.
Brasilia.
A. Brasilia is the correct answer. Very well done. 15 points or 15 runs. In fact, all the points here are called runs. 15 runs to Dheeraj. Big confusion. Everybody thinks it's Rio de Janeiro, but it's actually Brasilia. So well done. It's actually a planned city as a capital in Brazil. Well done. 15 points to Dheeraj. We now move on to Kashvi from Kalyani School, Pune. Kashvi?
Yes, sir.
This is your question, your direct question. Which animal is considered to be the deadliest animal in the world because it is infamous for killing nearly 1 million humans on average every year? A. Human, B. Mosquito, C. Python, D. Spider.
Sir, B. Mosquito.
The mosquito is actually the deadliest animal or the deadliest insect in the world. Definitely, the deadliest species in the world are mosquitoes. And 15 points to you, Kashvi. A lot of different types of diseases caused by them. Well done, Kashvi. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next person in the line. And the next person in line, just 1 second. I'm missing out one person in this. Shardul. The next person is Shardul. Okay. Shardul from NES International School, Dombivli. This is your direct question. Pramod Sawant was serving as the Speaker of the Goa Assembly before being sworn in as Chief Minister after the death of the then sitting Chief Minister. Can you name the previous CM of Goa? A. Mamata Banerjee, B. Amit Shah, C. Manohar Parrikar, D. Devendra Fadnavis.
Amit Shah.
Just a moment. That is unfortunately the incorrect answer. Anybody else would like to answer this question?
Yes, sir.
Deep?
Yes, C. Manohar Parrikar.
Manohar Parrikar, who unfortunately passed away, was the former CM of Goa, considered one of the greatest CMs of Goa. Well done. Well done. But unfortunately, nobody gets points for that. All right. Let's move on to Devshri. Devshri from, are you Devashri or Devshri?
Devashri.
Devashri, I think Devashri has spelled your name wrong. Okay, Devashri from Pawar Public School, Aminora, Pune. Devashri, your direct question is, Paul Allen, along with this person, founded a company in 1975. Its current CEO is Satya Nadella. Name the other founder of this company who has claimed the position of the richest man in the world several times. A. Mark Zuckerberg, B. Jeff Bezos, C. Warren Buffett, D. Bill Gates.
Sir, D. Bill Gates.
Is the correct answer. Well done, Devashri from Pawar Public School, Pune, Aminora. D. Bill Gates is the correct answer. 15 points, Aman, you're going to have to give Devashri. All right. Sounds great. Let's move on to Advika Tuli from Delhi Public School, Gurgaon, Sector 45. Advika, your direct question is, he is the most decorated Olympian, having won 28 medals in both individual and team events at the Olympics, 23 golds, 3 silvers and 2 bronzes. Can you name him? A. Michael Phelps, B. Usain Bolt, C. Vijender Singh, D. Sir Steve Redgrave.
Sir, A. Michael Phelps.
A. Michael Phelps is the correct answer. 15 points to Advika. Well done. Michael Phelps is the absolute most decorated Olympian swimmer, retired swimmer now, but an unbelievable participant in the Olympics who was literally, won more medals. In fact, 28 medals is the number of medals India has won in the Olympics. That's the number Michael Phelps has won alone for the US. So well done. The last question goes to Om. Om,
Yes, sir.
Om, your direct question is, in which category did C.V. Raman win the Nobel Prize? A, economics, B, peace, C, economics, or D, physics?
Sir, A, economics.
A, economics. I'm sorry, A and C were both incorrectly. Unfortunately, it's the wrong answer. You know what's the correct answer?
Sir, can I answer?
Yes, Adhika.
May I answer?
Sir, D, physics.
A, physics is the correct answer. In fact, my team made a mistake by making A and C the same option. Luckily, it did not affect the question, and I'm glad. So D, physics is the correct answer. He won it for the Raman effect, which is an effect in physics. Let's quickly move on to the next round. Before we move on to the next round, let's quickly take an update. Aman sir has been
Yeah, students, I think there is an issue with the Quizmaster. Don't worry. So we'll be back. We have just finished this round, and just stay connected. He will be back. I think he's facing some connection issue. Don't worry. So this is the end of round one, and we have marked you. And then so as he's back, he will explain the next round, and he will start the next round.
I'm sorry, I lost connectivity. It tends to happen. Luckily, it happened in the middle of rounds, so it's not really affected the flow of the entire session. Can you all see me, everybody? Am I audible clearly now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Switch my
Yes,
internet
sir.
connection,
Yes,
and I doubt that this issue will persist again. So as I was saying, we are done with round one. Very quickly, let's go ahead and see what are the scores. All right. So let's see. Aman sir has actually updated the scores as well. Let's see what's the situation with pre-quarter final 5. At this point in time, Dheeraj Kesava Velisetti from Euro School Hyderabad is on 15 points. Kashvi Sembal from the Kalyani School is also on 15 points. Devashri Patil from Pawar Public School Aminora Pune is on 15. And Advika Tulli from Delhi Public School Gurgaon Sector 45 is also on 15 points. Still to open the scores are Om Denkar, Shardul Bhise and Deep Kamath. But there's a lot of time. A lot of things have changed in the next few rounds of the quiz, and I'm sure the same will happen today as well. So very quickly, let's move on to the next few rounds of the quiz. I'm going to have to stop this share for just one moment to share the screen and get back to the quiz. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Round 2 is what we call how many runs. How many runs is an interesting round in which a student can score up to 30 points on a direct question. 30 points or 30 runs. There are two sets of questions that every student can possibly be asked. If the student answers the first question correctly, then he or she will get 10 runs. Thereafter, if he or she will be asked another related question, okay, if that is also answered correctly, then 10 more runs or points. You will get 20 runs at the end of 2 questions. And if you answer the second question correctly, you will be asked a third question. If you get that third question right, then you will score 30 runs. So in all, you start off with one question for which you only get 10 runs. Understood? If you answer correctly. If you answer that correctly, I'll ask you one more. If you answer that, you will get 20 runs. And if you answer the 20 runs question, then after that, one more question. If you answer that, then you'll get 30 runs in all. Okay? So 10 plus 10 plus 10. But if you answer a question incorrectly, I will stop asking further questions. Are you following me? So if you answer the 10-run question incorrectly, you will not be asked the 20-run question. If after answering the 10-run question correctly, you answer 20-run incorrectly, then you won't get the 30-run question. Clear? There is no negative marking, so you don't need to worry. There are no carry forwards. Okay? And 10 seconds roughly to answer a question. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
Sir.
Okay, great. Let's quickly move on, and this time we'll go backwards. So this time I will start with Om Denkar from Raivod International School, Lonavala. Om, Your direct question for 10 runs is, which one of India's many neighboring countries is home to the highest mountain peak in the world?
Sir, answer is Nepal.
Nepal is the correct answer. Well done, Om. 10 runs. Now a question for 10 more runs, making it a 20 in all. Hinduism is the predominant religion in Nepal, followed by Buddhism. In the middle of the first millennium BC, the founder of Buddhism was born in Lumbini in southern Nepal. Can you name him?
His name is Gautam Buddha. Sir, Gautam Buddha.
Gautam Buddha is the correct answer. Very good. 10 more runs. So we get to 20 runs. Let's go on to the third question. Do you know what the capital city of Nepal is called?
Yes, the capital city of Nepal is called Kathmandu.
Kathmandu is the correct answer. Very, very good. Om has finished off with 30 runs at the end of this particular round, or rather this particular question. Well done, Om. Call the luck of the draw. Decently easy questions. 30 runs to Om, please. Let's move on to the next person, Advika Tuli. Advika, your question is, this state is referred to as the Devabhumi, or the land of the gods, due to numerous Hindu temples and pilgrimage centers found throughout the state. The Haridwar Kumbh Mela takes place in this state. Name this state. Haridwar Kumbh Mela. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need an answer immediately, Advika. I'm sorry, has Advika disconnected? I don't see Advika online. Just a moment. I think Advika has faced a disconnection. Just give us one moment.
Advika is back.
Okay, Advika, you are disconnected, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no worries. This is your question. This state is referred to as the Devabhumi, land
So
of
is this
gods.
my question?
Yes.
Okay.
This state is referred to as the Devabhumi, land of gods, due to numerous Hindu temples and pilgrimage centers found throughout the state. The Haridwar Kumbh Mela takes place in this state. Can you name the state? 5, 4.
Sir, is there negative marking?
No. 5, 4.
Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh is the incorrect answer. Close but not close enough. Anybody else would like to answer this question for us?
Sir, may I answer?
Yes, Devashri.
Sir, Odisha.
Odisha is the incorrect answer. The correct answer is, in fact, Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is the correct answer. Two very important, these are just the follow-up questions. Two very important rivers of India originate in the glaciers of Uttarakhand. One of them is the Ganges, with its source being Gangotri. Can you name the source of the second river? Anyone? It's Gangotri and Yamunotri. Okay. Question 2, part 3 is, can you name a holy pilgrimage town that is a part of the Dehradun district in Uttarakhand and is known as the yoga capital of the world? Anybody? Rishikesh. Rishikesh is the yoga capital of the world. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, very quickly, let's move on to the next question. The next question is for Devashri. Devashri from Pawar Public School, Pune. Okay. Your question is, you can type the name of which continent using the letters mentioned on the keys of the topmost row of the QWERTY keyboard. Which continent? You know the topmost rows of the keys of the QWERTY keyboard. Which continent? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need an answer.
Sir, I can say.
Sir, can
No
I
answer.
answer?
Yes.
Sir,
Om?
Sir,
Yes. Europe is the answer. QWERTY keyboard. All you need is the final part. Okay. You only need that one line. All the letters of the word Europe are in the QWERTY keyboard's first line. The next question is, as of 31st January 2020, the United Kingdom stopped being a member of a political and economic union of 27 member states that are located primarily in Europe. Can you name this union? It's called the European Union, EU. Okay. The European Union passport-free zone covers most of the European countries. It's the largest free travel area in the world. What is the name of the visa that allows a person to travel freely between all countries that fall within the zone?
Schengen visa.
Superb, superb. Whoever said Schengen visa is correct. Well done. All right. Superb. I was just setting my network connection in order. So no worries, Devashri. It's all right. There is still time to catch up. Let's move on to Shardul.
Yes, sir.
Shardul, Islam is the state religion of this country. The official title of the king of this country is custodian of the two holy mosques. Can you name this country where Muhammad, the messenger of the Islamic faith, lived and died?
The answer is Iran.
Iran is unfortunately the incorrect answer. Would anybody else like to answer this for us?
Iran.
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is the correct answer. Okay. In fact, let's ask the follow-up questions. Hajj is an annual Islamic pilgrimage to the holiest city in the world, located in Saudi Arabia. It is a mandatory religiously duty that must be carried out at least once in a lifetime by all adult Muslims who are physically and financially capable of undertaking the journey. Can you name the holy city that is being spoken about here?
Sir, can I answer?
Yes.
Makkah and Medina.
Yes, Mecca is the correct answer. Medina is another city altogether. Okay.
Yes.
Question number 4 is, OPEC is an acronym for an intergovernmental organization of 13 nations that has a major influence on global oil prices. Saudi Arabia is also one of the 13 nations. What is the full form of OPEC? Anybody?
Anyone from Facebook?
All our Facebook live streamers, of course, I'm sorry I have not been as interactive. We were just sorting out our internet issues, which are now sorted out. The correct answer is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. These are tougher questions as they keep going up. So anywho, let's move on to question number 5. That is for Kashvi. Okay, Kashvi. Are you ready? From Kalyani School, Pune, Kashvi? Name an Indian author that received a degree in mechanical engineering from IIT Delhi, followed by an MBA degree from IIM Ahmedabad, and went on to author books such as 5 Point Someone and 2 States. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, you're going to have to answer.
Sir, I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Anybody else? You know the person who wrote 5 Point Someone? 5 Point Someone is actually the book on which the movie 3 Idiots is based. And the answer is Chetan Bhagat. Okay, no worries, happens. 2 States is a novel that is based on a story of a couple from 2 different states in India. One of the states was Tamil Nadu. What is the capital city of this state? You know capital city of Tamil Nadu?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Chennai.
Okay. The second state that was a part of the 2-state story was Punjab. The capital of Punjab is Chandigarh, which is also the capital of another state of India. Which state shares its capital city with Punjab?
So can I answer?
Haryana.
Good.
Haryana.
Haryana. Okay, superb. Okay, no worries. All right, let's quickly move on to Dheeraj. Okay, where's Dheeraj? Dheeraj from Euro School, Hyderabad. Dheeraj, your question is, what is the term used to define plant and animal species, for example, tigers, that are on the verge of becoming extinct?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable, something more specific or generalized? There are species that are vulnerable species. You are right. In general, I should give it to you. They are vulnerable or endangered species. That's the correct answer. It is 10 points to you, Dheeraj, because the IUCN actually has a range of names. So vulnerable is correct. Okay. Question 6 part 2 is a lot of wildlife species are now endangered because of destruction caused to the habitats and also climate changes. Carbon emissions result in the accumulation of a lot of harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, ozone, etc. in the Earth's atmosphere that trap heat. What are these gases collectively called, Dheeraj?
Greenhouse gases.
That is correct. 20 runs to you, Dheeraj. Well done. 20 points to you, Dheeraj. The third part of this question is greenhouse gases along with chlorofluorocarbons and other harmful compounds are known to deplete a very important layer of the Earth's atmosphere. Do you know the name of this layer, which is also the name of a gas?
Ozone layer.
30 runs. Well done. Dheeraj has also killed it in this round. 30 runs to Dheeraj. Well done, Dheeraj. Well done. Let's move on to Deep. The last person in this round to be asked a direct question is Deep from Euroschool Thane. Deep, what is the name of the Indian e-commerce company founded by Sachin Bansal and Benny Bansal that is providing tough competition to Amazon.in in India after having raised a total of $3 billion since 2007?
Flipkart.
Is the correct answer. 10 runs to you, Deep. Flipkart is the correct answer. Next question is, speaking of funding, another Indian startup raised $1 billion in funding a few months ago. This company, founded by Vijay Shekhar Sharma, became extremely popular after demonetization was introduced in India in 2016. Can you name this company mobile application primarily used for digital money transfers?
Paytm.
Is the correct answer. It is Paytm. Well done, Deep. Well done. Let's quickly move on to question 7 part 3, which is the final part, and will get you 30 runs in all. Can you name an Indian taxi company founded by Bhavesh Agarwal and Ankit Bhatti that is offering services that include peer-to-peer ride sharing, ride service hailing, and food delivery all through a mobile application?
Uber.
Uber is the incorrect answer.
Ola.
Uber is a foreign company. It's a multinational company. Ola is also now multinational, but Ola is the correct answer. So 20 runs to Deep. So with this, we end with round number 2. Let's quickly see what is the status of the score. Excuse me. So at the end of round 2, we have Dheeraj Kesava Velisetti from Euroschool Hyderabad in the clear lead with 45 points. Om Denkar has actually come up from Raivod International School, Lonavala, and is now on 30 points. We have Deep Kamath on 20 points. He's also come up. Kashvi, Devashri, Advika are all on joint 15 points, but there's a lot of time to catch up with round number 3, which is in fact a carry forward round that offers you an opportunity to catch up way more easily. Okay, so very quickly, let's move on to round number 3. Just give me a moment. Let me switch on round number 3. Just a moment. All right. Can you see my screen clearly, everyone?
Sir, it's black.
Yes,
Now it's fine.
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes,
see
sir.
my screen?
Yes, fine. Yes, sir. So,
Okay, superb. Let's move on to round 3, which is called the googly. The googly is actually a very important type of ball in cricket that has resulted in the stumping of several great batsmen. Some of the best bowlers, spinners used to bowl the googly, and we hope you do not get stumped in this round. In this round, we will not ask you 2 direct questions like the rules say. We'll actually ask each student 1 direct question. In these questions, there are 3 images of words which will be shown. The answer is the link among these 3 images of words. Okay, you have to find out the link among these 3 images of words. Plus 15 runs or points for answering a direct question correctly. Minus 5 runs or points for answering a direct question incorrectly. The questions can be carried forward. For a carry forward question, that's plus 10 runs or points for answering a carry forward question correctly. So all the best, guys. All of you, all guys and girls, 10 seconds for answering each question once again.
Sir,
Anybody
I
has
have a
any
doubt.
doubts? Yes, ask.
Sir, you will ask 2 direct question or
No,
one?
one. Only 1 direct question. My apologies, that's a mistake. Only 1 direct question will be asked to each student. Is that fine? One
Yes,
direct
sir.
question, but that gets carried forward. Plus 15 and minus 5. Plus 15 for answering direct question correctly, minus 5 for answering it incorrectly. and 10 points for a carry forward question. Any doubts?
Sir, do we have negative marking for carried forward questions?
No, no negative marking. And also on your direct question, if you pass, there is no negative marking. But if you answer and answer incorrectly, then there is negative marking.
Okay.
Sir, do we only tell the link or we have to give a proper word?
I'll show you a sample. What is the link among these three images?
National
Symbols. National symbols.
National symbols.
national symbols.
Did that make it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
All national symbols of India, all clear cut, all sorted?
Yes.
Okay. So this time we'll start from the middle. As per my line, the person in the middle is Shardul, the fourth person in my line. Shardul from NES ISD. The first question goes to you, Shardul. Okay. What is the link among these three pictures? 5, 4.
They are all from Italy.
That is the incorrect answer. -5 points to Shardul, please. It carries forward to Devashri.
Yes, sir. Sir, these are all related to Russia.
These are all related to Russia is the correct answer. 10 points to Devashri. Well done, Devashri. 10 points to Devashri.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
So Devashri gets that question. The next question is a direct question for Devashri. In fact, Devashri, your direct question is Yudhishthir, Bhim, and Arjun.
Sir, they are all warriors of the war Mahabharat.
Can you be more specific? What are
Sir,
they?
sir, they were the Pandavas of Mahabharat. The
15 points to Devashri. Well done. All Pandavas of Mahabharat, Pandava brothers. All of them were characters of the Mahabharat. We'll give both points correctly. So 15 points. Well done. Devashri has suddenly probably jumped into the lead. I don't know, but might have jumped into the lead over just 2 questions. So as I told you, a lot of things can change. Advika, your direct
Yes,
question is Senegal, Libya, Morocco. What is the link among these three?
Sir, countries.
Yes, countries of which continent? In 5, 4, 3, you have already answered, so give a blind guess if nothing else. 5, 4, 3
Asia.
is the incorrect answer. We'll not give you negative marks though. For countries, actually, that is partially correct. So,
Yes,
in
sir,
fact,
sir.
we'll actually give Advika 7.5 points because that is partially correct and by discretion of the quiz master. But it passes on. Om
Yes, sir. Sir, they are countries from Europe.
is the incorrect answer. Deep
They are countries from Africa.
is the correct answer. So in fact, 10 points to Deep. Their countries was fine. So partial marking is fine for that. But they are African countries and that's 10 points to Deep. All of these are countries from Africa. Okay, let's move on. So 7.5 points Aman to Advika and 10 points to Deep. Okay, let's move on to Om. Om, these are all images. Can you tell me the link among these images?
Sir, they are all are from Rome.
Unfortunately, that's -5 points to Deep. That is the incorrect answer. I'm sorry,
Sir?
that was Om. -5 points to Om. My apologies. Om, -5 points. Goes on to Deep.
Sir, all of these are wonders of the world.
Is the correct answer. Deep has suddenly caught up. 10 points to Deep. 10 points to Deep. They are all wonders of the world. What are these wonders?
It's a Great Wall of China.
Roman Colosseum and
Right.
Christ the Redeemer.
Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Colosseum, which is in Italy, and Great Wall of China, which is all across China. So well done. Let's move on to Deep. Deep, your direct question is, God save the Queen, oh Canada, God bless our homeland Ghana. Think smartly, you'll get the answer. 5, 4,
These are all
3,
titles of a country.
2, 1. -5 to Deep. That is the incorrect answer. Dheeraj.
Sir, all are the same authors.
Incorrect. Kashvi. Passes on. Kashvi is not giving an answer. Shardul.
They are,
One second. Wait. Kashvi.
they are all
Wait. No, Shardul. Wait. Kashvi, go ahead.
Yes, sir. They are related to Britain.
That's incorrect. Shardul, go ahead.
They are related to Canada and their ancient gods.
I'm liking all the imagination that you all are showing, but that's the incorrect answer. Devashri?
Sir, they are names of gods of
No. You all are on the wrong track. Advika?
So no idea.
They are all, think about it, just think. If you thought smartly, God Save the Queen, Oh Canada, God Bless Our Homeland, Ghana are all parts of the national anthems of the specific countries we are talking about. Okay, no worries, happens, that's perfectly fine. Let's move on to Dheeraj. Dheeraj, your direction question is Oxford of the East, Aga Khan Palace, Ferguson College, all related to some place.
Britain.
Is the incorrect answer. -5 points to Dheeraj. Kashvi?
Sir, they are related to Europe.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. Shardul?
Sir, maybe they are all in East.
That is incorrect. Devashri?
Sir, they are places in Pune.
They are all related to Pune, not necessary places, but related to Pune. We will give 10 points to Devashri. Pune is called the Oxford of the East for being supposedly a very educated town, a town that promotes education. Aga Khan Palace is a monument in Pune, and the Ferguson College is a college in Pune. Right? So all related to Pune. 10 points go to Devashri. The last question of this round is for Dheeraj from Euroschool Hyderabad. Dheeraj, your questions.
Sir,
Sorry, Kashvi. My apologies. So Kashvi from Kalyani School, Pune. I'm so sorry, Kashvi. Your question
Okay,
is Adriatic, Caspian, Mediterranean. What are they related to? Adriatic, Caspian, Mediterranean.
sir, they are religions.
That is incorrect. -5 to Kashvi. Shardul?
Sir, no idea.
Devashri?
Sir, they are names of seas.
They are all names of seas. The Adriatic Sea, the Caspian Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean Sea.
All names of different seas. So well done. I think Devashri, you have done very well during this round. I think it might have changed a lot of things. Let's just see what the final scores are, which is the point at which we are now. Very quickly, let's check the final scores. Okay, so we're just checking the final scores. At this point in time, Deep Kamath, you have ended on 35 points. Dheeraj Kesava Velisetti from Euroschool Hyderabad is on 40 points. Kashvi Semwal from the Kalyani School is on 10 points. Shardul Bise, unfortunately, you end on -5. Devashri Patil actually won it with the last round, is on 60 points. She's the winner of this entire pre-quarter final 5. Advika Tulli, you're on 22.5 points, and Om Denkar on 25 points. So the people who have qualified for the next round are Advika Tulli from Delhi Public School, Gurgaon Sector 45, and Dheeraj Kesava Velisetti from Euroschool Hyderabad. Can we give them a round of applause, please, everybody? Well done. Did you all enjoy the quiz, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Did you all get to learn something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Learning something is the most important part. The reason due to which we are conducting this quiz is so that you get to learn something new from the entire duration of the quiz, from all the questions. I hope everybody who's listening to our quiz on Facebook stream is also getting to learn some things that are new. What I'd like to tell everybody just before we end this quiz is that every Sunday we actually launch a free quiz called the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz. Okay, it has 10 questions related to the happenings of the world. There are 4 options for each question. One is always correct, and it's related to the current affair happenings of the world in a particular week. It's attempted by thousands all across India. If you'd like to receive it, you need to SMS the word subscribe, or you can WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 99871 34522. Okay, that's 99871 34522. Okay, SMS the word subscribe, and we'll send this free quiz that we distribute across social media using WhatsApp, Facebook, and all these other channels. All right. Very soon, in fact, our company Skillsphere is going to be coming up with a Global Jigyasa app, very exciting app to be released in June 2020, that is going to have daily quizzes. It's going to have quizzes every single day related to different aspects of what's taking place in the world, and it'll also provide you daily news bulletins. It's a free app that we will actually inform you about. Stay tuned for more updates. If you sign up for the weekly current affairs quiz to receive it as a subscriber, you will also get to know about the Global Jigyasa quiz. All right. Lastly, I would also like to inform you all that we have now started off the Global Jigyasa e-quiz workshop, a very exciting workshop. It's actually a 5-day workshop that is an online workshop in which we train students in the art of quizzing. We discuss different issues related to India, inventions, discoveries, and a range of other issues across the world, and teach students how to quiz. If you'd like to know more about the SkillSphere e-quiz workshop, you can always give us a call on 73042 77730. I repeat, 73042 77730 or 88506 32323.